In just weeks, Sarasota Fire and EMS crews will be able to carry whole blood on emergency calls.
Yeah, this is huge. This means they will be prepared to do blood transfusions on trauma victims before getting to a hospital.
For an assistant fire chief, this hits home after a family tragedy, and 10 Tampa Bay's Aduri Achumba shares his story.
The trauma of losing a sister-in-law has followed Assistant Fire Chief Brian Nadler for years.
Kerri was always out to help people, always the life of the party, always laughing and having a great time. And she was volunteering herself with her 16-hand stallion.
An avid horse rider, Orlando area mom and teacher Kerri Baker was doing what she loved when the unthinkable happened at a Halloween event in 2005. A family friend first alerting Nadler.
She called me directly and said, hey, Kerri was just flown out by helicopter. She fell off the horse, but I think she's going to be okay. She was talking and everything was normal.
But things were far from normal as family rushed to Kerri's side.
I actually went and parked the car, and as I'm walking in, my wife just walks out and said she's dead, because they could not do anything once she got to the facility because she went into cardiac arrest. After Kerri arrived at Orlando Regional, they did infuse the blood in the hospital, but it was already too late. Once the blood's out, it's out. There's no just putting it back in.
Nadler says with the nearest hospital 45 minutes away, had there been type O blood in the ambulance, Kerri would still be alive. County data shows around half a dozen patients per month over the past 2 years fit the criteria for blood transfusions ahead of the emergency room. How critical is this additional resource to the work that you do here?
It is very, very critical to save lives. As you bleed out, we want to be able to give you blood, and that keeps you alive until the trauma surgeon can go in and actually more or less stop the bleeding by surgery or plugging up the hole.
Paramedics transport more than 100 patients daily to local hospitals with various levels of trauma.
We need people to donate blood, but if we don't have the donors, we can't have the program, and nobody can get saved.
In Sarasota, Aduri Achumba, 10 Tampa Bay.
We really appreciate the Assistant Chief sharing his and his sister's story here, and you can support this life-saving initiative by donating whole blood at the Suncoast Blood Bank through Sarasota County's Fires program.